were brought into Armstrong's room like any other day, and for 110 minutes we just sat down and we got to write.
Yeah, this is the second Write-a-Thon. I participated in the first one back in the fall, and this one we had, I think, almost double the amount of kids.
We had 33 kids, 33 writers. Last time around we had 13. So we more than doubled the participants, which was totally awesome.
I think it's great. I think each Write-a-Thon is going to get bigger in size. You know, everybody was writing today. I saw like everybody had their own laptops.
And it was the same kind of style, except this time we had the college essay.
You could really take any experience that you had to just put pen to paper about it. It was about something that challenged yourself and made you see the world in a different light and made you a better person in the end.
The prompt that I picked really puts an emphasis on the importance of telling a story. And that's what I wanted the kids to do. Not just any story, a story in which they were challenged, whether it was an idea, a belief, or the challenge could be just something physical that they went through. And so I wanted them to write about something very personal, something very, very dear to them, but also something that a story that taught them a lesson ultimately.
Armstrong really promotes like telling your own story, and especially creative writing.
Everyone knows that Armstrong is like the greatest storyteller in Robbinsville. I had him sophomore year and I had him this year. And just every single story that he shares with us, there's a meaning behind it. And he taught us that every single story we have to tell, whether it be big or small, we always have a voice and we always have a meaning behind it. There's always a lesson to every single story.
I think with the world today, with the technology and say the distractions that present themselves to us, it's easy to forget about the stuff inside. So for a lot of the writers today, I felt that the 2 hours was just a sort of release from the world that allowed them the opportunity to get that stuff out of them, out of themselves.
A lot of my piece was just about my past and how these past 4 years at Robbinsville have really shaped me to become the person I've wanted to become.
I drew inspiration from kind of all the teachers and all the works that I've read throughout high school, something as a send-off to them, and tell my story through what they've taught me.
I just hope that the Write-a-Thon instills a passion for writing in the students. I know the students left here today feeling uplifted, and I said earlier, like a sense of freedom. It felt good, some of them said, just to sit and write and be with my thoughts. And I hope in the future that the momentum continues and that more students will get involved, and not just for the 2-hour window that I give them, but ultimately they take that energy and passion that they had during those 2 hours and they use that in their everyday lives, and they grow up to be writers. And it might not even be a published writer, but it's just the idea of sitting down with your thoughts and taking a break from the distractions of the world and just writing stuff down. By writing stuff down, it gives your emotions and feelings a sort of tangible element. And you can kind of look at your own life, and you can kind of look at where you've been and kind of where you're going. And I think writing just gives you a sense of clarity of who you are and what you want to become.